I've seen this guy projected everywhere from being a first-round pick in 2023 draft to not even on some people's boards, but we put him on our board. This is the third best throw I saw this week in college football. What's up? I'm Jordan Palmer, and that's what we're doing here. Top 3 throws every week, high school, college, and pro, brought to you by Light Helmets.
JP.
For this one, let's go to Eugene, Oregon. This is Tanner McKee from Stanford. Nationally, I don't know if everybody knows who this guy is. Former Elite 11 guy, has all the physical traits. Actually was a big-time volleyball player in high school too. He's a great athlete, great work ethic, great command. And this guy's playing quarterback at Stanford, which always comes with an assumption that he gets football, he sees it, cerebral, all that. With him, in this case, it's very true. Now, Oregon runs away with this one, 45-27, but before we buzz past this, you guys see this throw. Yeah, I love the fades over the top and the post and all that stuff, but I love somebody dialing it up, the perfect route, the perfect throw versus a very specific coverage, and that's exactly what this is. All right, now Stanford's in a 2x2 right here, and they're getting quarter half, which means it's quarters to the bottom right here, and it's cover 2 to the field. One of the things you love to throw versus cover 2 is a bender by the number 2 receiver in the slot, and that's what happens right here. Tanner takes 3 in a hitch, rips this thing. He's got a defender underneath. It's kind of like a 2-man feel where he's carrying the seam, but we can't put too much air underneath it. There's a safety over the top. If you underthrow it at all, that same nickel defender's right there to make a play. So it's got to be firm with an arc over the top, leading your guy, Tanner McKee, making plays like this all the time. Now, I know Stanford's down a little bit this year, but Tanner McKee's up as far as I'm concerned. But I have a feeling this won't be the last time we see Tanner McKee on my list. This is the first time a second-string quarterback has made our list. Well, let's get into it. Let's go right down to Austin, Texas. Quarterback is Hudson Card. He's in for injured Quinn Ewers, playing at a high level, taking on JT Daniels and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Now, before I show you this clip, let's just take inventory here of what Hudson Card's done so far. In this game, he was 21 of 27, 303 yards, 3 touchdowns. But leading up to this game, ever since Quinn got injured versus Bama, he's thrown for almost 950 yards, 6 touchdowns, and he's only turned it over 1 time. I've talked a lot in the media, on our show The Room, a bunch about the importance of a backup quarterback. Let's check out this throw. So he's got a quick play action right here. He's getting front side pressure. See that tackle getting washed up the field. So he does a little conflict climb in the pocket, but there's nowhere to really go. Now I have a feeling he knew he wanted to throw this. He had the look. This is like a spear. There's a lot of different names for it, but that receiver from a tight split is going basically back pylon high angle. Hudson knows he has it. He just needs to figure out time to throw it. Doesn't even get his feet set. I know it's a little underthrown. He's jumping with dudes in his face, hucking it 50 yards in the air. I don't care. It's an unbelievable throw. Sometimes you predetermine and you get yourself in a tough spot. Sometimes you know you got the look, you got the route. You just got to find enough time to be able to get the ball off. And for a backup quarterback coming off the bench, who, yeah, Quinn was the starter, but it was a close competition. He's playing like a starter. He's certainly acting and behaving like a starter. And showing up on this list as the first backup quarterback. The best free agent signing in sports this whole year happened in college football. For the number 1 throw this week, let's go down to LA. That free agent I was talking about, Caleb Williams. Going to SC, leaving OU. We all saw it on paper. It looked perfect, right? The coach, you get the quarterback, you got Mario Williams, you add in Jordan Addison. Like on paper, this was perfect. But so far, through 4 or 5 weeks of the season, I'd actually argue it's played out even better. I mean, this is a best case scenario, and it's not just how he runs the offense, how he leads. It's not even all that stuff. It's the whole picture. He's actually like capable of being the USC quarterback when USC's back on top. He can handle it. The Trojans are taking on Arizona State. They win this game 42-25, and Caleb goes 27 for 37, 348, and 3 touchdowns. Now, SC ends up running away with this thing, but at this point in the game, it's 14-10, it's 2nd and 10, and Caleb makes this play from his own end zones. Look at this dude. Tight split 2x2, 3 and a hitch from gun, ton of pressure, decides to go right, can't go right, sees Jordan Addison out there, sees a defender underneath, jumps up in the air, throws it over the guy, and that's also a first down. And the copy from behind, I mean, there's just nowhere to go in this pocket, jumps, like kicks his heels up and is able to drive this thing. It's probably a 35-yard throw. It's actually a dime too. It's not a jump ball Hail Mary deal. I mean, it's really well thrown. If his feet were set, it still might have made the list. So a lot on the line. SC's gonna need to win pretty much all of these games to get into this playoff. And so far, so good. Caleb Williams, number 1 throw I saw this week.